Hello, friends. Welcome to the final day of our word processing class using Microsoft Office Word for advanced users. Day 5. This is the last day for the advanced users class. Day 5. And today we'll be looking at things like tracking, how to protect your document, and some of the view options. But before we go into that, I remain your ever joyous facilitator, the one with a broad smile on his face, always. Sakawaka, spelled Sakawaka. And of course, I feel like clapping for every one of you taking this course because so far you've made progress. I've seen your feedback. I've seen things, incredible things you are doing with Microsoft Office Word, your testimonials. In fact, some of you were like, I never knew Microsoft Word had such features until I took your course. Like I'm reading literally from one of the testimonials I received from one of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the fact that I've been able to help one way or the other in opening your eyes to some of the features you never knew existed in Microsoft Office Word. And that is the joy of doing this. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. You never reneged. You put in all the effort, time, and so on to make sure that you become a professional user of Microsoft Office Word, improving every day and putting in the practice required. So today for day 5, we'll be starting with track changes with tracking, and then we look at how to protect our document, and after that we look at some of the view options, and that will be it for our Microsoft Office Word Advanced course. So here now you have track changes. Have had situations of people saying someone tampered with my documents. I left my office, and before I came back I felt like someone altered one or two in my document and so on. These are not new things, but one of the things we can do is to see how we curb them, minimize them, and then probably to track the changes made to the document. So I'll be starting with tracking. Now, when you click on under review, you have this tracking as a category. So if you click on track changes, for example, if you click on track changes, anything that I do will be tracked. For example, if I delete, instead of me to just delete, you see, strike it. I highlight and then press my backspace, but it did not just go out. So what happened if I add, let's say I want to add a text to this now, space, I say, okay, this is good. You see, it's giving me a red font text underlined, and that's because I'm tracking the changes. Someone who is not aware of this, we just look at it and be like, what is happening? I erased, and instead of this thing getting erased, it's giving me red color with a strike through. And when I try to add, it's giving me a red font with underline. And then you begin to see all these things. Now look at this, telling me that this portion was altered in my document. If I come here and then I want to do this, you see, also backspace, but instead of erasing, you have that. So all these things can be all these things are what you have in your track changes. So if you click here, you have more options. Like for example, if I comment my ink, my insertion, deletion, all those stuff. So all these things are things that are tracked. All these things are things that are tracked, and then I have my advanced options there. So from here you can make a lot of changes to your document, and then okay. Now coming here to my changes, for example, now let's go to the next one, which is this. Let me go to the previous. Now if I accept this change, You see it goes back to normal. If I reject it, it will be erased. Do you see it? If I reject that change, it will be erased. Now, under abacus, let me say I reject it. Okay, I let me bring it back. Now, this is it. It's not a comment. So if I accept it, it remains. It remains. Sorry. If I accept this change, remember it's supposed to be deleted, but it's striped with red. So if I accept that change, which means I want it to be erased. If I accept it, it will be erased. But if I reject it, that means I don't want that. I don't want the text to be deleted, and then it will remain as it was in the original document. That is it for track changes. Let me see if there's any other one. Next, there's none. Previous, there's none. So that is how it works for track changes. So let me do this again. Here, I'm tracking now. I erase this place now. I'm adding something. I've added this. Now I disable the track, which means I can erase. Now, once you disable your track, you can do whatever you want. It is no longer tracking. You can say I've removed that. Let me undo it. Now, back to this. If I click on accept, that means I'm accepting that this thing should be deleted. That is the meaning. Remember, while the track changes was on, that is when I attempted to erase this, but it did not allow me to erase it. So if I accept what is done here, that means it will be erased. You see it now. But if I reject it, I undo it back, which is Ctrl Z. If I reject it, the text will remain there. And this, let's say I accept it, it will be where it is here. Let me undo it now. But if I reject it, it will be removed because it wasn't there in the original document. And that is how it works with track changes. The next thing here is protect. How can I protect my document? Now, the thing is, I've had this question before while in the early years of my career as a tutor. Someone asked me, if I activate my track changes by clicking on this and it tracks, what of someone that knows about the track changes? If the person really wants to make changes to the document without his knowledge, won't the person just come and deactivate the track? And that is true. For example, if I see you are using track changes and I want to alter your document, being someone that have knowledge of it, I can just come and deactivate it, which now takes us to protect, which is a deeper way of protecting your document than tracking changes. There are other ways you use track changes, but I'm taking it from the angle of protecting your document. This offers more protection. So if you click on protect document, you restrict editing. And from here, let me uncheck. Normally they will be unchecked. So come to protect, click on restrict editing. Under this, check this, allow limit formatting, yes, and now only this type of editing. I want this type of editing. I want it to be read only. What does it mean? When you open my document, you will be allowed only to read the content, but you won't be able to make any change. You won't be able to add nor remove. So I'm clicking on no changes, read only, and I'm applying this to everybody, like everyone. If you want to change anything in my document, you have to input my password. So I click on yes, start enforcing protection. And once I do that, you see this dialog box, right? Enter new password. Let's say my password is 1. I type it in 1 and then I re-enter the password, which is 1. I will OK it. Now, my document has been passworded and it is now protected. So here now, you can only read, but you cannot edit. You see, I'm trying to type, but nothing is coming out. It is telling me that this document is protected from unintentional editing. You may only view this region. I can only view it because it is read only. If I want to add or remove, I have to stop protection. Look at this now. I highlight, okay, delete. I'm pressing the delete key. Nothing is happening. I want to add. Nothing is happening because it has been what? Protected. So if I want to stop the protection, I'll click on stop protection here. And then I will put in the password, which is 1. Then OK. I have unlocked it and then I can now add and remove. So that is it for protect document. And so far we've looked at track changes, we've looked at protect. The next thing that I'll be looking at, I'm trying to take this very calmly. The next thing we'll be looking at is our view options. Don't forget, okay, probably, okay, I remember saying something about the view in the beginners class. Some of the things there, talking about the status bar. So these things in view, that basically how you view your document on your system. They don't affect your document when you print out. That is, whatever I do on my view doesn't affect my print out. For example, I have read mode. It is just how I want to view my document. You can see it. This is the read mode. Just click and then it comes up. This is my read mode, how I want to view my document. It doesn't mean that if I print my document, I will have it this way. It doesn't. So let me escape it. That is your ESC key on the keyboard is the escape button. And this is the default. Let me view it as though it is a web page. I'll click. Now you see it, it's coming as though it is a web page. It is not paying attention to the pages. Yeah, it is not paying attention to the pages like page 1, page 2, page 3. But if you print, you will have your page 1, page 2, page 3. Let me see my print preview. You can see this page 2, page 3. You see the pages, right? Yes. So your view options doesn't affect how your work gets printed. It is just how you want to see it on screen. The default is the print layout, which is this. You have outline, you have draft, and then here you have your immersive reader, which will just allow you to focus on what you are viewing on the screen. You can see it. It's a view. It's a view option. You see it, right? It doesn't mean that the document has been scattered. No, it hasn't. It's just how I want to view my document. Again, you see how arranged it is. This is my print preview. But on the screen, because I want it in this format, that is why it is showing this way under my immersive readers view. So come back, I deactivate my immersive reader and so on. So that is it. The ruler is this, the horizontal ruler and the vertical ruler. I've talked about it. If I check it, my ruler appears. If I remove it, it goes off. And then grid lines, lines. Now you enjoy grid lines when you start using Excel. For Microsoft Word, I don't think it has any tangible use in Microsoft Word. However, the lines in Excel are called grid lines. They are unprintable. They just show in your computer. They don't get printed. And so on. So my navigation pie, this is it. It is easy for me to navigate, giving me here, as you can see the navigation, my headings. So if I want to go to any of the headings, I just scroll. Let's say facts, frequently asked questions on histories of computer. It takes me to facts. Let me say I want to see history of computers. All these are given according to my headings, as you can see. And then pages, you can see them now. It's easy for me to move. Okay, let me go to page 11. I will just click page 11, page 10, and so on. So for my zoom, as you can see, I have my zoom. If I want to view the whole page, I click on it. If I want to 100%, I want to increase my zoom, let's say to 300%. I'll type my 300% and okay, this is my 300%. Let me take it back to 100. I want it to be page width. I want multiple pages. As you can see, 3 pages at a time. This is my multiple pages. So all these are view options. All these are view options. Let me go back to my page width to view 1 page at a time. In fact, 1 page. Now I can split my document. Come here and then split my document. Let's say I want to move it down. Now it's the same document, but this is acting as though it is on its own, and this other one down is acting as though it is on its own. So I can work with them separately in the same document. Now this is the first page, and I can go and say, okay, let me view this part while I'm viewing this part, and so on. Once I'm done with what I want to do, I can now remove my split. And of course, I've talked about macros. If you want to switch windows, now I've opened 3 documents: 1 brief history, advanced, and document 3. So if I want to switch between them, now this is advanced word. I can go to okay, brief history. You see it opens it for me. Come to view. I want to switch to document 3. This is my document 3, and then let me go back to my advanced word. It brings me back here. So that is it for view. View basically is how you want to see your document that has no effect on how your document is printed. So that is it for our beginners, for our advanced class. Sorry for saying beginners. So that is it for our advanced class for Microsoft Office users. It's been a pleasure taking you through this journey. You all have been amazing. I love you all. Mwah. If I see you physically, like I'm saying it and I mean it with the whole of my heart, I will give you a very big hug. Whether rain is falling as it is falling today or it's a sunny day, anywhere I see you, I will give a very big hug. And that is to tell you that I appreciate you. You are important to me. I appreciate the fact that you take out of your time and resources to go through this course with me to make you a professional user of Microsoft Office Word. If there's any part of Microsoft Office Word that I have not touched, either due to oversight or for whatsoever reason, please let me know and I will put you through. And if there's any concept I've taught so far that you do not understand, please also let me know and I'll be glad to put you through. Remember, you are the reason I'm doing this, and without you, this whole thing is as good as being useless. I remain your ever joyous with a broad smile on his face, your ever joyous facilitator, Sakawaka, spelled Sakawaka. I love you, and follow me as I take you through the world of Excel. Yes, I have a package on Excel. I have on Microsoft Office PowerPoint. And if you want me to take you through the world of graphics using CorelDRAW and Photoshop, of course, I'm ever happy to do so. Just let me know the package you want to take, and I will be at your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate you. Keep on practicing, keep on asking questions. I'm available at your disposal anytime you have any question. Just hit me up and I will be happy, I'll be glad to come through.